Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. Today we're reviewing another one of these Tiger Max Classic drinks, but this one is going to be on the 50% more caffeine variant, which is basically what the Max variant means of the Tiger drinks. So this is a Polish Tiger energy drink. I did get this out of a random Polish shop, and I think it was like 80p, something like that, around that price mark. So anyways, let's give you guys a full 360 of the can. So we have quite a, I'd say, cool looking can design with this one. We definitely have more of a darker theme on this can to represent, I guess more of a Max's, but just darker colours really. But most of the can is blue and black, so we have kind of a mix of blue and black. Now there is some form of artwork behind it. I can't actually really, I think it's a tiger, because on their other Max drinks, which I have reviewed, I think there's some with like a leopard and a cheetah and stuff like that. So I believe, that is some sort of a line, because you can kind of make out, that's a bit reflective on camera, but you can kind of make out there's an eye there. You've kind of got the whiskers coming out there, if you can see it on the camera. And so the mouth is kind of just behind there. So a bit hard to make out, but you can kind of guess it from, just having a closer look. Like I said, we've got the Tiger logo on the front, which is big in white writing. And then we've got the Max Classic with the 50% more caffeine in this kind of nice goldy bronzy effect, which does look really nice. And then on the bag, we have the Polish stuff behind it, but an English sticker on the front, so we understand what it says. On the bottom, we have nothing, and on the top, everything's all standard and silver, apart from the pour ring, which has a nice T cut out in the pour ring there. So anyways, one thing as well, around the top, it says power is back around the top there. So anyways, looking at the back of the can, so Tiger Max energy drink. So basically 50% more caffeine basically means it has 48 milligrams of caffeine per 100 ml. So the average is generally 32 milligrams. So yeah, it's an extra 20 or something like that. So extra 18, 20. So yeah, it's a little bit more, but in real terms, is that extra 40 milligrams of caffeine you're going to get really do anything or change anything? No, it's not, because if you still drink one big 500 ml can, that will still be more caffeine than what this small one has, even with the increased caffeine content. So in reality, it's just all marketing at the end of the day. And still, one of these is nowhere near to somewhere people drinking 4, 5, 6 cups of coffee a day. So in reality, these are nowhere near anywhere that. So looking at the ingredients, so it does have sugar. Now it is half sugar, and it contains 4.8 grams of sugar per 100 ml. So it's half of the sugar average, which used to be 10 grams before the sugar tax came in. It looks like we have niacin, vitamin B6, B12 and pantothenic acid, and apart from that I don't think there is too much else I can read on here. Just says about water, sugar and or glucose fructose syrup, so I think it has some sort of syrup or something in there, but apart from that, yeah, there really isn't too much else on the can. So anyways, it's nice and cold. I have got a cup. Let's get straight into it. Hopefully it won't explode over me. So basically, this is Tiger Classic, which I've reviewed many times, or a few times now, as it's been changed over the years and updated the videos. So literally the only difference to this is the increased caffeine, and that's it. So in reality, it shouldn't taste any different. So we'll have to find that out. Anyways, I'm assuming the colour is going to be the usual energy drink colour, which is either a bright yellow or a darker apple colour. And the smell and taste, well, I'm assuming it's going to smell and taste something mid-range, maybe similar to like the Boost or Merge, but we'll have to find out. Right, hopefully it doesn't explode over me. Don't explode. Oh. There we go, quite a tough pouring. I now have a T on my finger. I don't really. Right, and the colour is... Hey viewers, Zesty Lime Studios here. If you want to save 10% discount on any of these Zest Gamer products, don't forget to use code ZESTYLS. The code will be in the description below. These are my two personal favourites, Horus and Hyper Beast. Thanks guys. Hey, surprise, surprise. Nice and yellow. As all such standard energy drinks be of colour. There we go. So doesn't look quite a bit of foam on the top there, but a fair bit of bubbles and foam on the top there, and quite a few small bubbles on the side. So yes, put it up to my light. The colour is a nice bright yellow colour. Again, definitely much more bright yellow than some other energy drinks you get, which are a lot darker, like the apple colour in general. But yeah, it's the nice yellow colour, and it is see-through. Hello, as you can see my face through the drink. So anyway, let's give it a closer smell and see what we can smell of. Oh yes, smells very nice. Ah, it's got that lovely smell. It smells of a really nice mid-range brand, and I've smelt this kind of smell before. Well, I know that sounds stupid because I've smelt the Tiger before, but I've smelt this style of mid-range classic smell before, if you want to call it. So yeah, it just smells better than a cheaper brand. Smells lovely. Cool. Well, nevertheless, let's taste some. Initial reaction, definitely a lot lighter and crisper than I remember it. I think the last time I did review the Tiger Classic was when it still had full sugar. So I think since then they have half the sugar in the drink, and it's definitely not as potent, shall I say, as what the older blend used to be. It seems like these have gone down the half sugar route tax as well. I don't know what the laws are in Poland out there for half sugar or whatever, or whether it's just specific the import variants. Interesting. Like I said, definitely a bit different to how Tiger used to be. Definitely the drink seems to be a lot more lighter and kind of less energy drinky, if that's even a word, or less like an energy drink, shall I say, compared to other ones. After drinking it though, it definitely doesn't taste of a mid-range brand. I think because whatever they've done to this blend now, the whole drink just seems a lot less, a lot lighter. So the whole drink just seems a lot less, which I think is a bad thing, because there's actually not much energy drink flavour there. I think it's too light, to be honest with you. Now, even for having half sugar, and that's that glucose, fructose syrup stuff, which it says may and or contain, it doesn't really say. It's really not that syrupy at all, and it's really not that sweet at all whatsoever, even for having the half sugar. So it's like, okay, you've got the half sugar, but the drink isn't that sweet to back up the amount of sugar it has. Whereas you think some sugar-free drinks are sweeter than this, and they're sugar-free. So I think a bit of a letdown from this drink. And of course, the increased caffeine is just, again, caffeine is just tasteless. It's just a powder. So, at the end of the day, this is, like I said, just basically another Tiger Max Classic review. But yeah, I just think the whole drink seems a bit underwhelming. The flavour just, I said, the energy drink flavour just isn't there. So it necessarily doesn't taste nasty. It just tastes weak. It's almost like, and I use this comparison quite a lot, but it's almost like you're making squash or something and you haven't put enough blackcurrant in, and you're basically left with, a weak blackcurrant. It's basically this. It's like you haven't added enough energy drink flavour and you're left with a weakened energy drink. Yeah, it's just a bit weak and underwhelming, basically. I mean, it doesn't taste disgusting. It just tastes weak. But I know some weak drinks can taste really nasty and horrible. Again, like an undersweetened Ribena drink, they can taste really horrible because they're undersweetened. But this just, one side of me sees it as, okay, more of a lighter crisp, but then I think, why has it got the sugar? It's not backing the drink up, and the actual energy drink flavour isn't there. So I think overall, yeah, it's a big letdown, and yeah, definitely letdown. It's just the more I drink of it, I'm just not getting any more flavour, and it's just, I've already drank almost all that can, and I've not really had any enjoyment or actual kick or actual feel to the actual drink, which is what you want in an energy drink. You want to feel like you're actually drinking, something strong, something good, something with flavour, and this just lacks in all those areas. So there you go. Well, unfortunately, I'll have to give that drink a thumbs down, just for what it is. And I'll have to look back on my old Tiger Classic review now and see how that was. But yeah, I'd like to see their non-max version as well, unless this is only the classic one to what it is now. But yeah, I wonder if their non-max variant is exactly the same. I mean, it should be, because it's literally just different caffeine. So there you go. But anyways, viewers, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Cry.